wipe your whiskers. Secret Eaters is back. With a quarter of the UK now clinically obese, we hold the crown as the heavyweight champions of Europe.
15 stone 2. 17 and a half stone.
5.5 stone heavier than I want to be.
Just how many of us are in denial about what we really eat?
I'm going wrong somewhere and I just don't know where.
I eat healthy things. I don't understand why I've got an 8 stone. It's literally like carrying a human being on my back.
Our PIs and covert cameras have been catching the nation scoffing everywhere. And I mean everywhere.
I've got a tracker on Tracey's car. Even if we lose her in traffic, we can find out where she is.
And when you see what we've uncovered,
They're on the move.
the truth will really knock you out. Oh yes, in the Secret Eaters incident room, we'll be plating up the truth and nothing but.
Surprise! Hello, ladies.
Because if you really want to lose weight, you need to know how you're putting it on.
I just want to die.
Oh, please don't put it in your mouth. Please don't put it in your mouth.
It's going in.
Are we hiding the true extent of our mindless eating from our loved ones and ourselves?
I can't believe you did that.
This is Secret Eaters.
I've got to take it on the chin, haven't I?
Really? Which one now?
Oh, very nice.
I'm on my way to visit two lovebirds from Hull, 38-year-old Tracey Williams and 27-year-old Kelli Kane, who met 2 years ago at the local cake factory where they both work.
When she used to come on the shop floor, I'd just like have a cheeky little look and like, very interesting.
As their love has grown, so have their waistlines, but it's not because of the occupational hazards at work.
A lot of people do think because we work in a cakes and dessert factory that we are eating every day, but we're actually not. Seeing it day in, day out, it puts you off it a bit.
These factory girls have no idea how they've clocked up the unwanted pounds.
I don't think my diet is worse than the average person. I'd say I'd eat similar to what the average person does eat.
I've tried everything. I've tried diet pills, Weight Watchers, cutting down, buying low-fat foods, anything to try and lose weight. It should be about size 0, never mind a size 10 or a 12.
Hello.
I've come to Tracey and Kelly's house to try to get my head around their widening waistlines.
Lovely. Can I take my coat off?
Yeah,
Is that all right?
yeah,
I'm going to be here for a while. Have you always been big girls or bigger than you'd like to be?
Yeah, I have. I did lose weight once, but I basically starved myself. And then obviously once I started eating properly again, which was when I met Tracey, the weight just piled straight back on. I've just ballooned right up.
Do you know what your weight is now? What do you think?
Last time I got on the scales I was about 15.5 stone.
How much do you weigh, Trace?
About 15 stone, maybe a bit more.
15 stone. But when you started the relationship, how much did you weigh?
About 11.5.
About 10.5, 11-ish.
You've both put on 4 stone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 stone a year you've put on?
Yeah.
Wow, OK. Why do you want to lose weight?
Well, obviously we're getting married next year. And
Congratulations, how
Thank
wonderful.
you. And we both just want to be able to look our best for the day. I want to be able to fit into like a nice female fitted suit for a change. I want something fitted and look nice, not have to wear like fat pants to pull it all in.
Fits nice at the front, but at the back, no chance. I'd love to look in the mirror and think, wow, I've done it. I've got the dress that I wanted, the size that I wanted to be, and I just can't wait to get them. Wait for Kelly to say yes. I'd be happy.
With 9 months until the wedding, Kelly and Tracey are desperate to lose weight.
You're trying to be healthy.
Try to be healthy.
We try to be,
buy
don't
healthy
we?
things.
When I'm cooking, I try and do healthy things. Salad, pasta, to a chicken dinner. I love to cook.
I'm eating like healthy cereals, sometimes strawberry granola, sometimes muesli. eating more salad. I get like the light mayonnaise. Well, it's actually extra light mayonnaise. So I don't think you could get any low fat.
It doesn't sound like you're eating that much.
When you look at it, we don't. It's like, well, why am I so big if I'm not eating that much?
Ladies, I am really sorry to have to tell you this. Get on the black scales. Let's have a look. Yeah, bang on, 15 stone. Kelly, get on. What did you think, 15 and a half?
About that, yeah. Ooh, you're
ever some, just a touch under 16. OK. Is that a bit of a shock?
Just a bit. It's worse than what I thought.
To solve the mystery of their seemingly inexplicable weight gain, Kelli and Tracey have agreed to let us monitor their eating for 5 days. We've placed cameras in the living room, kitchen, and even the fridge.
I need you to eat exactly as you would normally eat if you want us to help you and if you want us to get to the weight you truly want to be.
To get an idea of what they believe they're eating day to day, we asked the girls to complete a food diary. And according to Tracey's diary, it's a mystery why she's not losing weight. She claims a lean average of just over 1,500 calories per day. That's 500 fewer than a typical amount for a woman her age, and frequently skips breakfast and lunch altogether. Kelly's diary shows a calorific intake of almost 2,300 calories a day, which is more than the typical daily average, but still doesn't explain her huge weight gain. In her diary, she listed eating cereal for breakfast. Will our surveillance tally with their diaries, or will we discover discrepancies between what they think they eat and what they actually eat?
What's she got?
The surveillance cameras are rolling. And when Tracey and Kelly step foot outside the house, they'll be tailed by 2 of the country's top private investigators, Cameron Gowlett and Duncan Mee.
They've headed home, the secret cameras are on, so I'm going to head that way myself.
They'll be using their expertise in surveillance to make sure Tracey and Kelly have nowhere to hide, so we can find out the truth. Are Tracey and Kelly secret eaters? Are they hiding the truth from themselves and each other? It's 7:30. The cameras are rolling and the lovebirds have gone upstairs to slip into something more comfortable. That's not onesie, but twosie chocolate bars. But at 185 calories, that doesn't explain their mysterious weight gain. A few days later, and Kelly's family pop over. Like the average Brit, who devours almost 2,500 takeaways in their lifetime, Kelly and Tracey plan dinner.
I want a pizza from it, I want takeaway. Yeah, you can have takeaway Sunday. You don't want takeaway Sunday? No, Sunday. I'll have takeaway tonight and Sunday.
10 minutes later, and Tracey's on an Italian job. She's completely unaware that our PIs in disguise are about to discover just what the full works contains.
Pizza delivery. That is what you call a 16-inch pizza.
We've ordered exactly the same thing. Let's have a look at this. Wow.
Look, the pizza has got sweet corn, green pepper, mushrooms, tomato and pineapple. Full marks for the full works so far. But hang on, what's that meat topping things off?
Doner kebab. I've never seen doner kebab on a pizza before.
And at just 380 calories a slice, it's hardly a cardinal sin. And look, they don't even go back for seconds. The girls did report the odd chocolate bar and slice of pizza in their food diaries, so we'll have to keep our eyes peeled if we're to see any signs of secret eating. And they're not the only ones we've been watching. Ah, Sunday, the one day a week where British tradition unites a nation when it comes to nosh with the quintessential Sunday roast. But many of us have turned our back on the humble serving of meat and 2 veg at home in favour of the meats and 8 veg at the all-you-can-eat carvery. So it's all aboard the Secret Eaters gravy train, as we've set up our very own carvery cams to find out what these divine diners are feasting on. These days, a sizey number of us Brits head to the carvery for our Sunday roast in order to cane the calories. So who'll be crowned the calorie king of the carvery on this sumptuous Sunday? Seconds away, it's round 1. This plate's already getting a battering. If you can't bring your own equipment, bring a friend. There's some tag team action going on here. Now here's an amateur taking on the big boys. Ooh, good right hook. Oh, a schoolboy error. Leaving your plate of food unattended, instant disqualification. This is only round 1, but hey-oop, we might be on the way to finding our grand old Duke of Yorkie. In the UK, a massive 62% of couples gain at least 1 stone when they're in a relationship. And that's certainly been the case for these brides-to-be from Hull, who have put on nearly 4 stone each in 2 years. Loved up they may be, but Kelli and Tracey are baffled as to how they've acquired their love handles.
I've tried everything. It should be about size 0, never mind a size 10 or a 12.
For 5 days, we've been watching these girls around the clock. Our super sleuths have been tracking them night and day.
Did you get any photos?
And gathering intel from their friends and family.
She told us the other day that she had 4.
Yeah.
And she'd ate them before she got home.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, it's okay.
Cheers. See you again.
We've left no stone unturned to discover whether the girls eat more than they realise.
Yay, thank you.
That's the Tower of London on our left, with the 4 towers.
Tracey and Kelli now think their time of being watched is over. As far as they're concerned, they're on their way to an overnight stay at this swanky London apartment, ahead of meeting the Secret Eaters dietitian. But this is a swanky pad with a difference. We've rigged the entire place with hidden cameras. And provided a friendly hostess to make our guests feel at home. And that's not all. Sealed behind this fake wall is our incident room, containing all the evidence of what we saw Tracey and Kelli eating. With our trap set, we're ready.
There you go. Have fun.
They got you some Oyster cards so that you can go out and see stuff, and there's a little information sheet about tomorrow. Do you want to see? You must be knackered after your journey.
Tracey and Kelli have no idea what's on the other side of this wall.
Kelli and Tracey are about to get the surprise of their lives. Surprise, girls! Welcome to London. I bet you weren't banking on this one, were you?
Oh no, definitely not.
Come on in. Welcome to your very own incident room. Come down here and have a look at this. This is just a snapshot of what you girls have been eating over the last couple of weeks. Look at you.
Oh my.
Take a look at this. This is our surveillance board.
I'm gonna kill her.
That was your colleague with a hidden camera. Did you realise that you were being followed 24/7?
No.
Come over here because we have got more surprises for you to show you. Boy, have we got some interesting footage.
First to face the supersized reality of what she eats is 16-stone Kelly, who can't understand why she's put on weight.
I'm eating like healthy cereal, sometimes strawberry granola, sometimes muesli. And it's like, why am I still putting the weight on?
So you're starting the day actually really healthily.
Yeah.
And then you get to work. Let's have a look, Kel.
It's 4 a.m. And before Kelly and Tracey head off for an early shift at the factory, Kelly prepares a healthy breakfast to take with her.
Yeah, put any cereal in or get a breakfast?
Put some cereal in.
Later that morning, our PI receives a tip-off from Kelly's work informant that she's captured Kelly eating her healthy breakfast on film.
Hi, Michelle.
Hiya.
What's Kelly been up to this morning?
Well, for breakfast this morning, she had scrambled eggs on toast and a piece of black pudding.
Oh, black pudding.
I wonder what happened to that cereal. Ah, there it is. Back home after its day out at the factory. For the rest of the afternoon, the jilted cereal can only watch while fickle Kelly strays again and again. First, with a saucy, succulent pork pie. Then our cereal cheat falls hard for another curvy companion.
Stuff and ball.
Yeah. It's the next day, and this time Kelly has made a healthy start with yoghurt for breakfast. Our PI Duncan is poised to see if she stays on the virtuous path as Kelly and her mum head into town.
They're going on foot by the looks of it, so I'm going to get on ahead and intercept them.
Ah, look, it's the happy shoppers. Only it looks like they're filling their bellies before filling their baskets. Duncan heads to Kelly's mum's house to find out how the shopping trip went.
Hello, how are you? All right?
Yes, fine, thank you.
OK, so tell us about your shopping trip then. Let's start with a café.
Kelly had breakfast.
Yes.
Fry-up, she had 2 sausage, 2 bacon, egg, beans, tomatoes and a slice of toast.
Slice of toast, not fried bread?
No, they did ask if she wanted fried bread or toast and she said she'll have toast, she'll be good.
I like it.
It's the final day of surveillance. In the kitchen, the snubbed cereal remains safely tucked up in Tupperware. Next door, and Kelly's just failed to avoid a bread-on collision.
What is the thinking behind the cereal in the Tupperware box thing?
Because sometimes I do eat it. If I take it, then I've got a choice.
Every mouthful you have munched, girls, our expert dietitian, Lynn Garton, has been watching. So, Lynn, what is the actual calorific difference between Kelly's best intentions and what she says she's eating compared to what's really gone on?
Kelly, if you just stuck with your breakfast cereal, you would have been getting through around 275 calories. But instead, you go for your fry-ups and you can get through around 1,000 calories just in those cooked breakfasts.
I never realised it was that much.
Lynn's done the maths on Kelly's fried eggs on toast to see how the calories stack up.
4 slices of bread, 376 calories. Kelly then added around 4 tablespoons of olive oil spread. This contained 340 calories. 2 fried eggs added 215 calories. To top it off, 4 tablespoons of tomato ketchup, which added 69 calories. In total, the entire meal was around 1,000 calories. If Kelly had chosen poached eggs instead of fried, had 2 slices of toast with smaller amounts of spread, just a splash of tomato ketchup and served it with some grilled tomatoes and mushrooms, she could have halved the calorie content of this meal.
With Kelly's calorie count sinking in, it's time to give Tracey a taste of reality too.
Are you healthy?
Try to be healthy.
We try to be
buy
healthy.
healthy things.
Yeah.
Tracey, you swore blind when I saw you in Hull that you were incredibly healthy. Stand by that?
Yeah.
Let's take a look at this.
It's clocking off time at the cake factory and Tracey leaves work on her bike. This girl certainly seems to be taking her health seriously. Hopefully our super sleuth will be able to keep up with her as she heads home. Now, according to her food diary, Tracey eats a healthy sandwich at about this time. Looks like today she's going to bite at the baker's. Luckily, our PI Cameron's there just in time to find out exactly which nutritious option she went for. He replicates Tracey's order. So let's see that saintly sandwich, Cameron.
So I just caught Tracey in the act. She's been to a pastry shop and she's got a chicken bake, which doesn't look very healthy. I'm going to get this evidence down to Anna.
The next day, PI Duncan hears word that Tracey is at the mall. Another day, another bake-out for this seasoned detective.
A lady's just come in with red hair and she bought a load of stuff from that section of your counter. She was eating these. These are chicken popcorns. They're basically deep-fried chicken in batter.
Back at the house, Tracey polishes off her final piece of popcorn chicken. Before getting a call from Kelly. So will she fess up to the full extent of her snack attack?
I didn't have nothing. Nothing. Some popcorn chicken. There was only about 4 pieces in.
Later that same day, with Kelly in the other room, Tracey goes in search of a pre-dinner snack. Well, there's nothing like a healthy nibble to stave off the hunger pangs. And that chocolate eclair is nothing like a healthy nibble.
I like the fact you left it on the side for when you come in the living room to me. So she put it on the side so I didn't see her either.
This piece of patisserie knows its place. And its place is in the kitchen. Tracey might well be having an illicit eclair, but she can't keep that 138-calorie sneaky snack from our surveillance. The next morning, with Kelly still in bed, Tracey's in the kitchen cleaning the worktops.
You're scuffling around in your massive slippers.
Time for a little rest after all that hard work. Then it's back into the kitchen for one final polish.
What was going on with the eclair? With sort of hiding it behind your back?
I can't believe you did that.
So, Lynn, what does all of this snacking actually mean?
Well, over the course of the 4 days of surveillance, Tracey, you got through over 1,700 calories worth of snacks. Now, if you were to give up those calories, you could lose around a stone in 3 months.
It's a lot. That is a lot.
Tracey is a classic sneaky snacker. If you're a snackaholic, don't feel guilty. Snacking can be part of a healthy eating plan. But choose nutrient-rich foods and filling combos of protein and fibre, like avocado on rice cakes, pita with low-fat hummus, or a small tub of low-fat yoghurt with a sprinkling of muesli.
For many of us, strong emotions trigger overeating. But just how much can they affect our waistlines?
To find out, I'm meeting up with chartered psychologist Dr. David Lewis, who's been studying the triggers for overeating. And today he's asked me to meet him at Bath Rugby Club.
David, why have you dragged me to a rugby match today, please?
Well, Anna, in the name of science, I want to give you this Bath scarf.
Oh,
because I bought you. This is one of the fiercest rivalries in rugby football.
OK.
And what we're going to do, we're going to test a theory that when fans are really passionate about a game, when their team loses, they tend to eat more fatty and more sugary foods, really to comfort themselves, to make up for the loss, to make up for the bereavement they've suffered.
How interesting.
To test Dr. David's theory, we have 2 sets of fans. Bath.
It's not the be-all and end-all of everything, but it's pretty bloody close.
And arch rivals Exeter.
Today's the day.
Today's the day.
Big W on the board, you'll see, you'll see.
Come boys!
After the game, we're going to provide both sets of fans with lunch. They think we're filming their post-match analysis of the game, but we're only analysing how much they scoff.
OK, salad weight 566.4.
Will the losing fans commiserate by caning the calories? We'll find out later. Over the last 5 days, we've been spying on Tracey Williams and her bride-to-be Kelli Kane from Hull.
Sugar. And chips, there you go.
Who've asked us to help them solve the mystery of their weight gain.
I don't think my diet is worse than the average person.
Just caught Tracey in the act. Doesn't look very healthy.
They've already had a large helping of evidence.
I'm gonna kill her! Oh my God!
Now Tracey is under scrutiny again.
When I'm cooking, I try and do healthy things. Salad, pasta. I love to cook.
But does she love to cook a bit too much?
Should we have a look?
Tracey has invited 2 friends over for dinner.
Hello.
Our PI intercepted them en route to get the heads up on whether to expect any secret eating.
With your past experience of Tracey's cooking, what does she normally do?
She'll cook anything, really.
The portions are pretty big. I couldn't finish them, and I could eat quite a bit.
Put it this way, I haven't eaten all day just to make sure I have room.
OK.
I think we'll be keeping an extra close eye on the surveillance tonight.
Do you know what I've done? I've just realised, does it get? There's stuffing in there, isn't there? And I've done stuffing balls.
Oh, yeah?
Ah, well, more the merrier.
The more the merrier clearly applies to the butter for the mash too. And the cream cheese? Now that's 1 spoon. Was that 1 spoon or 2? Oh, let's just put some more in to be safe. Here we go. She's starting to build the Sunday roast. Starting off with foundations of meat and stuffing, followed by a mezzanine of mash, a roof reinforced with Yorkshire stone, all cemented together with some gravy grouting. Et voilà, le plat de maison.
Why aren't you eating tea?
I think he's ate most of it.
If he eats all that, Tracey, he'll be the size of a house.
Trace, not being funny, you need planning permission for those plates. That's not right. You're going to have to contact the council. Seriously, they are massive.
That's small.
Kelly, really?
Yeah, she has done them bigger.
It might seem a small portion to Tracey, but we got Lynn to give her a breakdown of how many calories were on that plate of roast dinner.
That full roast dinner had around 1,500 calories. Tracey, if you ate that roast dinner every week, over the course of a month, you'd be getting through the same number of calories as these 50 custard and treacle slices.
It's huge.
Bit of an eye-opener. I felt at the time that it was a normal size portion, but when you actually look at it, there was too much.
It's Sunday afternoon and we're back on our hunt to find the king of the carvery. It's the second sitting and they're off, but are soon stumped by a dining dilemma. What meat to choose?
Beef, lamb, turkey, venison, pork. Well, a bit of lamb and turkey, please.
With more meat on offer than a butcher's window, it would be rude to choose just one.
A little bit of everything, if I may. A little bit of everything? Yeah, just a little bit. Wow. I don't want that one, then.
Nice to see a lady who knows what she wants. And she wants it right now. But she's not the only one who likes to munch on the move. Check out this potato popper. Oh, excuse fingers. They're all at it. Now that's a plate that's packing some weight. And why waste time getting up for seconds when you can create your own food mountain? That's the food equivalent of Mount Everest, right there on a plate. This man's eating for 2. Is that allowed? That Yorkshire's trying to get away. Leave it alone. Well, she's certainly not going to win the title of the Grand Old Duke of Yorkie. Let's see if this chap can do a little better. Yep, think we found our king of the carvery. Back in our instant room, it's time to look at the final evidence of Kelly's secret eating habits. She might work in a factory making cakes, but claims not to have a sweet tooth.
Seeing it every day, day in, day out, you do get sick of seeing it. So it puts you off it a bit. I don't like proper sugar, so I won't have it on, like, in my cup of tea or anything. I have to have sweeteners.
You don't like sugar?
It's too sweet.
Just have a look at this.
I just had word that Kelly's left the house, so I'm staking out the local shop because it's likely that she's going to come here. Right, I'm going to follow her in.
Inside the shop, Cameron spies Tracey putting some cans of drink into her basket.
I've just followed Kelly into the shop and I bought exactly what she bought. 3 cans of these high sugar, high energy drinks.
In the UK, the energy drinks business is worth almost £800 million a year. Recent figures report the average person drinks almost 8 litres of these high sugar drinks.
Breakfast.
Oh, was that breakfast?
That one was breakfast.
And by the looks of it, Kelly was packing away enough to give a certain battery-powered bunny a run for his money.
Kel, I've got the sugar sweats just watching that, to be honest. The real I've got palpitations.
We saw Kelly drink over 2.5 litres of energy drinks. We asked Lynn how much sugar that amounted to.
Over the course of a month, you'd get through 4.5 bags of sugar just from your energy drinks.
That's pretty bad.
In energy drinks, flavourings are added to mask the high sugar content. So Lynn has stripped Kelly's energy drink of all its flavourings and just left the sugar so she can see what she's really drinking.
Oh no. Cheers.
Cheers. It don't look that nice. Oh, that is grim. That's rank.
Oh, that is your energy drink. That basically
horrible.
is the same amount of sugar, 50 grams of sugar in your energy drink.
That is just pure sugar.
That is rank.
Kelly is a classic quick fix fiend. When she feels tired or sluggish, she downs an energy drink. If that's you, try a healthier drink such as green tea, which is calorie-free. A slow-release energy snack such as wholemeal toast with a boiled egg helps produce a steady rise in blood sugar and keeps energy levels stable. Now that Kelly and Tracey have seen all the evidence, it's time for them to learn the difference between what they think they eat and what they really eat.
Tracey, from your food diaries, you thought you were getting through around 1,560 calories a day. But actually, during surveillance, we recorded you getting through nearly 3,000 calories a day.
That's bad, very bad.
Any numbers for Cal?
Kelly, from your food diaries, you thought you were getting through around 2,280 calories a day. But actually, during surveillance, we recorded you getting through 3,650 calories.
I never realised how bad it was. Disgusted in myself, really, with everything I've seen what I've put into my body.
We've got to stop because we're basically killing ourselves.
I know. I always told myself that I was trying, and obviously you've seen the videos and everything we captured. I was just kidding myself.
Yeah. Give each other a hug and sort of, you know, ooh, this is a secret eater sandwich. All right, girls, I need to ask you, Kelly, are you a secret eater?
Yeah. I think it's been proved I am.
Tracey, are you a secret eater?
Do you want the truth? No. Yes, I am.
We need to stop. We need to sort it out.
Today is the first day. Good luck, girls.
Thank you.
Since Tracey and Kelly have seen the extent of their secret eating, they've agreed to follow a healthy eating plan. Kelly is going to have to change her habits and aim for 1,900 calories a day in order to start losing some weight. She must cut out the high-sugar energy drinks and have a high-fibre breakfast cereal to prevent the temptation to have a big fry-up mid-morning. Tracey will need to make some changes to stick to her new diet of around 1,900 calories a day. She should have 3 regular meals a day to prevent the urge to eat in between meals, but if she does require a snack, she should stick to healthy options. These simple changes will hopefully turn the tide and start the weight loss. We'll be catching up with them later to find out how they got on. I'm at a rugby match to test the theory that losing fans will eat more and unhealthily after a match than the winning fans.
They'll eat more fatty and more sugary foods, really to comfort themselves, to make up for the loss.
The whistle's just gone and Bath have beaten their arch-rivals Exeter. Now each set of fans is whisked away to talk about their team's performance over lunch with the help of a rugby pundit. But first, both teams are invited to tackle an identical buffet. Neither group has any idea that it's what they eat, not what they say, that we're interested in.
This is the Bath team, the winning team. There's a lot of post-match analysis going on. I want to see whether they're actually eating. I've got my spy hole. Lots of chat. Let's go over to the losing team, Exeter. Lots of chat again.
While the post-match analysis wraps up, we begin our calculation of how much each team consumed from the buffet. And now it's time to reveal the results.
You thought that you were taking part in a documentary about fans, but we are actually a programme called Secret Eaters. And we were doing a secret experiment on you.
What we were testing was a piece of work, a piece of research carried out in France, which showed that when you are supporting a team which has lost, you tend to eat more. You tend to feel quite negative emotions. These feelings do lead to an increase in what we might call comfort eating.
Bath thrashed Exeter by 37 to 15 points, but did the losing Exeter fans top the calorie scoreboard?
So Exeter, you ate a total of 13,421 calories. Bath, you only ate 8,000 calories. These are represented by these chicken nuggets. So that is what Exeter consumed, and that is what the Bath fans consumed.
So the losing Exeter fans ate 2/3 more than the winning Bath fans.
Well, I didn't really notice what I was doing. I didn't think about it consciously, but apparently I was just eating like a horse.
I think it will make me think about how I eat in the future, and that perhaps I shouldn't let the emotions determine what goes in my mouth.
3 months ago, Hull brides-to-be Tracey and Kelly told us they were mystified by their weight gain.
I don't think my diet is worse than the average person. I'd say I'd eat similar to what the average person does eat.
So we put them under surveillance.
She was eating chicken popcorns.
And then revealed the truth of what they really ate.
This is just a snapshot of what you girls have been eating over the last couple of weeks. Look at you, Kel.
Has this calorie-confused couple managed to turn their lives around?
After we got home, we just went through all the cupboards, emptied the fridge, the freezer, just got rid of everything. Totally new lifestyle.
The first thing that went was the energy drinks. Since I got rid of them, I've had a lot more energy than when I used to drink them.
We don't snack now. If we do get hungry, we'll have like a banana or salad wrap, but snacking-wise, we don't do it now.
But what's become of Kelly's fried breakfasts?
The fry-ups, they've gone. Now I'll get up and I'll either have cereal or I'll have a couple of slices of toast with a thin spread of butter on them.
And is Tracey still supersizing dinner?
Portions are a lot smaller. I'd say no more than my fist. We'll weigh everything.
And now there's another keen cook in the house.
I have learned where the kitchen is, and I actually enjoy being in the kitchen cooking now, because the end result, I know I've done it from scratch. Ready, here we go.
The final weigh-in is still to come, but remember, it's not just Tracey and Kelly's secret eating we've been spying on. We've set up our hidden cameras at a trucker's cafe. Inside, the road hogs have already loaded up on breakfast. Outside, our very own Mrs. Bakewell is setting up a cake stall worth pulling over for. Despite having full tanks after an average breakfast of 900 calories, how many will be able to resist the offer of free cake?
Have you just had a full English?
Yeah, that's the problem.
Then finish it off with a nice dessert. That's carrot cake.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah?
like.
Would you like a slice to take with you?
Yeah, go on then.
Yeah?
Double carrot cake? Is that to help you with the night driving?
Would you like to try anything else?
Don't start.
Easy, you'll wreck his suspension. This bloke was about to hit the road, but that plan hits the skids when he spots the butter icing.
Would you like a big bit of cake?
Yeah.
And this bloke's so excited about cutting his own slice, he loses his load.
Cheese one, English one or plain one? An English one. With the full cream, yeah?
With a cheeky bite of Battenberg
And where are you
first
off to
to cleanse
today?
the palate. This chap's chosen Victoria Sponge. At 183 calories, it's not too bad, until he tops it off with 90 calories worth of clotted cream.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy. Do you don't want to take any more with you?
Oh, a U-turn.
Three? Yes. How many slices?
For Battenberg.
Just one?
That'll play havoc with your tyre pressure.
Sure.
Now, if these truckers' taste buds are anything to go by, nothing tops a greasy fry-up better than a traditional English scone with jam and cream. It might look like small freight, but it's a big, bad 485 calories. Our burly breakfast bunch have done Mrs. Bakewell proud, transporting her wares to their spares. When it comes to carrying cake, they deliver. Back in Hull, it's the moment of truth for Tracey and Kelly. Since realising the extent of their secret eating,
That full roast dinner had around 2,000 calories. That's what an average woman needs in a day.
I never realised how bad it was.
they've been following a healthy eating plan given to them by our dietitian Lynn. If they've stuck to it, they should each have lost over a stone.
Good luck. Yeah. Ready, here we go.
First to step onto the scales is Kelly, who 3 months ago weighed in at 16 stone.
14 stone. So that's 2 stone lost.
That's amazing.
Woohoo! Well happy with that.
Right.
Now it's time for you.
Can Tracey match this? She started out at 15 stone.
Just under 14 stone.
Tracey's lost just over a stone.
Well chuffed.
Well done.
They put on 8 stone between them in 2 years, but in just 3 months have lost over 3 stone.
I've got so much more confidence in myself. I feel better in myself. And I can actually look into the mirror and say, yeah, I'm happy with who I am.
I can honestly say that I was, but not now, a secret eater.
Now this slimmed-down couple are looking forward to the biggest day of their lives.
I've tried my dress on again. It looks good. I am really looking forward to the big day.